So we organized this trip and we visited 2 distilleries. One was Tequila Viva México, the Vivancos, the Vivanco family, and the other one was G4 or El Pandillo from the Camarena family. And it made it to be a hell of an experience. I love and cherish my Hungarian heritage, and there's quite a few things that I enjoy, of course. But Mexico really is a place where I just feel like that my soul belongs to, or as Mexicans may even say that I was actually, a Mexican just born in another country. After living in Playa del Carmen for some 8-9 years, we decided to come here to move to Arandas Jalisco. So this is kind of my hometown now. And this town really grew onto us. People are happy there. They have a very unique sort of culture. Sean is one of our tequila sommeliers. He did the whole course with us with the IT or International Tequila Academy. And that's how we became acquainted. He was actually looking for a professional training, like a course system that he can use for his own training purposes, both within the PK GD group and both to customers. Because he is one of the few people, unfortunately, but we're growing stronger, who believes that tequila education is sort of like a key, especially when it comes to certain tequila brands, similar to G4, the brand that he manages. And yeah, and that's how we met. So our goals and missions, they align with spreading the education and the culture of tequila and tequila consumption all over the world. We're the only ones doing it in English and with an extensive international range. So when he started first working here 20 years ago, he was working with Agave that was like 10, 12 years old. And it was a true pleasure to show the place I live to my alumni in this tequila field trip. Basically, we invited them to come down to Jalisco. The idea really was to have this unique experience together, visiting distilleries and just basically having a great time together, socializing. So that's what the whole trip was about. Tequila is interesting because you can make tequila in many different quality levels. Most traditional tequila producers would be selling their tequila to maybe like a bigger tequila producer. However, some of the distilleries for which El Pandillo and Tequila Viva México, what they're super excellent at is that they were able to basically say, okay, we're gonna, instead of just making an average distillate in our own category, we're gonna try and make it just better with some sort of personality, something that's unique or just more interesting, and try and develop their own unique brand, their own sort of personality. And it's this really, especially if you look at what G4 made or El Pandillo, they're basically 80 or 90% selling their own house brand. The thing is that a lot of people misunderstand craft with quality, and quality does play a role in it. But actually the wording and kind of like the whole idea of craft came from the fact that you want to support independent distilleries or independent businesses. So if you're an independent business owner, the only way you can successfully strive in this really heavy and tough business world is if you can provide extraordinary quality. You're going to have a smaller production, but you're going to be taking a lot more care for the small production because you want the consumer to buy your product because you believe in and they understand that it is just a better quality and is basically the human element as well. Obviously, you can have very slow process. You can use a lot more agave and really respect the plant throughout everything that you do. But you do need to have the right people with the right passion and with the right mindset and expertise to be able to maximize the value of everything. Where you're trying to create your own brand, your own mark in the world, and that's the tougher one. And that's what the Vivancos and the Camarena family is trying to basically do there. And this is why I actually super enjoy supporting them in their goal. Because if we want the tequila culture or the tequila traditions to survive, I believe we need a lot of strong, independent, Mexican-owned and Mexican-based distilleries, just making incredible and super passionate tequila.
As you can feel already, we're under earth, is stone walls. That's why all the temperature drop naturally.
Those who are dealing with tequila every day, they're the real tequila experts. So like Felipe Camarena is a real tequila expert. What we are more like connoisseurs, like we're conocedores, or I think it's a really good word in Spanish. We appreciate what we do, and this sort of knowledge, it kind of unites us as a group of people. If you go to one of these classic tequileros, what they're going to do is they're going to have proper fermentation, they're going to have a proper distillation, which will concentrate and focus on the aromas. And so they press the agave juice properly from the plant, and you're going to basically extract a lot of the flavor from the plant. That's why classic or traditional tequila producers would have that. It will definitely give you that extra level of passion, and a lot of people say that they gain some extra enjoyment as well. In a sense, in our tequila sommelier course, this is what we sort of call like cultural appreciation as well, because that's another unique thing. You start to appreciate the culture and the time and effort that actually went into making the tequila versus just drowning it or just drinking it for fun. And I think this is why people are searching for wine and spirits education, tequila education within it, because they want to make sure that they understand what makes a quality tequila, and when they buy tequila that they want to just enjoy in moderation, they can just make the best choice possible. It's always a unique experience when you go with your own alumni, because if you think about it, these are people that we trained. I met some of them for the very first time, and they also met each other for the first time. It was so great to see the level of respect that they had for everyone and everything that they learned. I mean, some of them were even like taking down notes. They were super serious about it. We enjoyed our time as well. Then obviously in the evening we went and then we had a few drinks. By the way, they all drank responsibly.